Hey everyone, and if you're new here, welcome to Motion English Podcast. We put out a fresh English lesson every single day, so you've got a steady way to build your skills with confidence. Today's episode is going to strengthen both your listening and your speaking through something you use constantly, everyday conversations. We'll walk through how to speak naturally and fluently in the kinds of situations you run into all day long. Through simple examples and realistic dialogue, you'll get more comfortable with sentence structure, natural phrasing, and conversational flow. Whether you're ordering lunch, chatting with a friend, making a phone call, or asking for a favor, these everyday conversation drills will help you sound more like a native speaker. Along the way, we'll pause for short practice moments so you're not just listening, you're speaking and thinking in English too. By the time we finish, you'll feel a lot more confident using English throughout your day. Before we get going, subscribe to Motion English Podcast and turn on notifications if you want to keep learning with us daily. Grab a notebook if you'd like, and let's dive in. Becoming fluent in everyday English is one of the most effective paths to real mastery of the language. It's less about memorizing advanced grammar or obscure vocabulary and more about using English comfortably in ordinary situations. Daily conversations are really the backbone of how native speakers use the language. They help you stay connected, share your thoughts, and move through the world with ease. In this lesson, we'll walk through practical scenarios: your morning routine, a coffee shop visit, a grocery run, and casual chats with friends or family. These moments happen constantly, and being able to express yourself naturally in them makes a real difference to your confidence and fluency. Morning at home: picture waking up and seeing a roommate or family member. You might say, "Morning, sleep okay?" They might answer, "Yeah, pretty good." You reply, "Not bad, but I definitely need coffee to function." These are tiny exchanges, but they build connection and set a positive tone for the day. Simple lines like "sleep okay" show warmth and interest, and using them daily trains your brain to respond in English without hesitating. As you get ready, you might ask, "Is it cold out today? Should I grab an umbrella?" These questions help you talk about plans and expectations. Someone might reply, "It's pretty chilly, grab a jacket," or "Yeah. The forecast says rain later." These small answers teach you sentence structure for responding to questions or giving advice. You're not just learning English, you're living inside it. In the kitchen making breakfast, you might ask, "Want some eggs, or toast, or cereal?" A typical answer. "I'll grab some toast, or just coffee for me." Offering and responding politely is a core daily skill. It shows manners and gives your English a natural feel. If someone asks, "Sugar in your coffee?" you might say, "Just a little," or "No, I take it black." These quick answers are extremely common in English-speaking homes. At a coffee shop walking into a cafe, a server might say, "Hi, what can I get started for you?" You could respond, "I'll take a cappuccino," or "Can I get a medium latte?" They might ask, "Hot or iced?" and you'd say, "Hot, please." This exact exchange plays out thousands of times a day around the world. Practicing it builds real comfort with ordering and stating your preferences. If they ask anything else, and you say, "That's everything, thanks," you're using polite closure to wrap up smoothly. Small transactions like this build confidence for using English beyond the classroom. Say you're waiting for your order and spot someone you know. "Hey, didn't expect to see you here." They reply, "Yeah, I swing by every morning on my way to work." You ask, "How's work treating you?" and they say, "Can't complain. Just busy." Chats like this are informal and friendly. And they teach you how to keep a conversation alive with simple back and forth, one of the most valuable real-world communication skills there is. Grocery shopping: say you need help finding something. You approach an employee, "Excuse me, where's the bread?" They answer, "Aisle 5, right by the milk." You say, "Thanks so much," and they respond, "No problem." Short, but genuinely useful. It teaches asking for help, following directions, and showing gratitude. You might also ask about prices. "How much is this?" or "Is this on sale?" and hear, "That's $5," or "Yeah. Buy one, get one free." This vocabulary helps you manage everyday errands with ease. You might even bump into a familiar face while shopping. "Oh hey, small world," they laugh, "just grabbing a few things for dinner," you respond. Same, "Didn't feel like cooking tonight." These spontaneous chats are where real fluency shows up. You're not rehearsing, you're just talking without translating in your head first. Asking for directions later in the day, you might need directions. "Excuse me, how do I get to the post office?" Someone answers, "Go straight down this street and take your second left, it's next to the bank." You say, thanks a ton, and they reply, no worries. Have a good one. These exchanges are especially handy while traveling or living somewhere new, simple sentences that let you handle real situations with confidence. Every time you rehearse conversations like these, you're not just improving vocabulary, you're training your brain to respond faster and speak more naturally. Consistency matters more than perfection. Speak daily, repeat what you hear, try a new phrase on someone. The more you use English, the more it stops feeling like translation and starts feeling like flow. That's the real payoff of practicing everyday conversation. On the phone calls can feel trickier since you can't see facial expressions, but practicing common phone exchanges helps a lot. Calling a friend to make plans, hey, how are you? Good, thanks you. I was wondering if you wanted to grab dinner tonight. That sounds great. What time? How about 7? Perfect. See you then. This short call covers greeting, planning, confirming, and enthusiasm, exactly the building blocks for real phone confidence. Cooking together even in the kitchen, English practice fits right in. Can you hand me the salt, or do we still have onions? The other person might say, yeah, bottom drawer, or nope, we're out, want me to run to the store? You reply, that'd be great. Thanks, casual as this is, it teaches asking for help, answering questions, and offering to pitch in, and it's easy to practice during any normal activity. At work or school, these settings involve routine questions and courteous replies. A coworker might ask, did you wrap up that report? And you answer, almost, I'll have it done by end of day. Or you ask a colleague, got a second to help me with something? And they say, sure. What's up? These quick exchanges are typical in professional settings and reflect clarity, politeness, and teamwork. In school, a classmate might ask, did the assignment make sense to you? And you reply, kind of, I think we need to summarize the article. Or you ask a teacher, could you go over that one more time? And they say, of course. Let's take another look. These examples show how to ask for clarification and respond respectfully, great habits for both classroom and workplace English. Small talk outside waiting for a bus or strolling through the park, someone might say, beautiful day, huh? And you reply, it really is not too hot, not too cold. Weather, pets. And news are classic small talk topics in English-speaking places. You might add, do you come here often? Or I love walking here in the evenings. At a bus stop, you could ask, do you know when the next bus comes? And here, around 3:45. Though it's sometimes late, you say, thanks for that. These moments might feel minor, but chatting comfortably with strangers is a genuine milestone toward fluency. At the doctor's office, you check in, hi, I have a 10 o'clock appointment. The receptionist asks your name and you say, Sarah Khan. They reply, great. Have a seat, the doctor will be right with you. Later, the doctor asks, what's going on today? And you answer, I've had a headache for a couple of days. They might ask, any other symptoms? And you say, just a slight fever and sore throat. Practicing this kind of dialogue helps you feel far less nervous when the real appointment happens. At the bank, hi, I'd like to open a new account. Sure thing, can I see your ID? You hand it over and they ask, savings or checking? You say, I think checking works best for me. These slightly more formal exchanges matter too. They help you manage money and understand services confidently in English. At a restaurant, hi, welcome, table for one. Yes, just me. After being seated, they return, ready to order. Yes, I'll have the grilled chicken with rice. Anything to drink, just water. Thanks, ordering, asking menu questions, and replying politely are essential everyday fluency skills. When the check comes, would you like the bill? Yes, please, here you go. Thanks, can I pay by card? Of course. After paying, thanks. The food was great. So glad you enjoyed it. Have a good one. Ending on a friendly note matters just as much as the opening. Across all these scenes, practice is the key. Rehearsing everyday conversations teaches you how to open, sustain, and close interactions naturally, asking questions, replying politely, sharing information, and expressing opinions. Fluency comes from using English regularly, not just studying it, which is exactly why real-life conversation practice is such a powerful tool. Evenings at home after a long day, many people wind down, cook, or catch up with family, perfect moments for relaxed English. Arriving home, hey, how was your day? Good, just a little tiring. Yours? Same, work was busy, but I'm glad to be home. Small, but expressive phrases like glad to be home build genuine connection. Deciding on dinner, what are you in the mood for? Maybe something easy like pasta. Sounds good, I'll start the water. Thanks. I'll chop the veggies. Talking through tasks like this while cooking is a relaxed way to build comfort with verbs and sentence patterns. After dinner, what should we watch? There's a new comedy on Netflix, wanna try it? Sure, I could use a laugh. Afterward, you might comment, that was funnier than I expected, or the ending really surprised me. Sharing opinions about entertainment is a natural, everyday fluency skill. Texting and messaging, a lot of daily communication now happens through text, and it's just as valuable for practice. Hey, free this weekend? Think so, what's up? Thinking hiking or maybe a movie. Sounds fun. Let's decide by Friday. This kind of quick back and forth builds comfort with informal English and concise writing. Work-related texts stay a bit more formal, just checking meeting tomorrow. Yep, 10 a.m., bring your notes. Thanks for the heads up. See you then. Practicing messages like this builds confidence for professional texting or email. Weekend plans, any plans this weekend? Not yet, might just relax or visiting my cousin actually. If you're free Sunday, want to grab lunch? That sounds great, let's do it. Suggestions. Invitations and responses like these help you feel more woven into daily social life. Helping others, can you help me move this table? Sure, let me grab one end. Or, this app is giving me trouble, let me take a look. Offering help and troubleshooting together builds useful verbs grab, fix, help, lift. Open that show up constantly in both casual and work settings. When something goes wrong, I lost my wallet. Oh no, any idea where you last had it? Let's retrace your steps. Don't worry, we'll find it. Or let's call the last place you were. Supporting someone through a stressful moment builds comforting, empathetic language. Apologies, sorry I forgot to reply to your message. It's fine, I know you were busy. Thanks for understanding. I didn't mean to blow you off. Apologizing well involves more than the words sorry, tone, reasoning, and genuine feeling all matter. Likes and dislikes, I really love listening to music while I cook, or horror movies really aren't my thing. Do you like spicy food? A little. Not too spicy though. These short lines help you share preferences and express your personality. Compliments and appreciation, I love your dress, it looks great on you. Thanks for helping me today, really appreciate it. Replies might be thanks, that means a lot, or anytime. Happy to help, compliments keep conversations warm and build stronger relationships. Ending conversations, it was great catching up, or I've got to run but let's talk again soon. Replies, sure thing. Talk later or take care. A graceful close matters just as much as a strong opening. At the shopping mall, walking into a clothing store, hi there, need help finding anything? Yeah, I'm after a pair of jeans. What size do you wear? Usually medium. But not totally sure. Let me grab a few options for you to try. That'd be great, thanks. This teaches vocabulary for expressing needs and shopping specifics. At checkout, hi, I'd like to pay for these. Sure, card or cash? Card please. Receipt, yes please. These are among the most commonly used shopping phrases in English. Getting around in a taxi, hi, can you take me to Central Park? Sure, hop in. How long will it take? About 20 minutes depending on traffic. Arriving. How much do I owe you? $15. Keep the change, thanks. Quick, clear English for busy environments. On public transport, excuse me, does this bus go downtown? Yes, get off at the 5th stop. At a train station, where do I buy a ticket to New York? Counter 2. Over there, these help you follow directions and complete tasks confidently. At the airport, morning, I have a flight to London. May I see your passport? Any bags to check in? Yes, one suitcase. Your gate is 12A. Boarding starts at 9:30. Thank you very much. Formal but manageable, practicing this builds real travel confidence. Handling problems at a hotel. Hi, the AC in my room isn't working. Sorry to hear that, we'll send someone right away. Thanks. Appreciate it. Reporting issues calmly and clearly is a valuable skill. Losing something, excuse me, I think I left my phone at the restaurant. Has anyone turned one in? Someone did, can you describe it? Black phone, blue case. Yep. Here it is, thank you so much. Calm, descriptive language matters here. In a true emergency, hello, I need an ambulance, someone's fainted. What's your location? Corner of Main and 5th. Help's on the way, stay on the line. Direct. Clear English can make a real difference in urgent moments. Hobbies and interests, I love painting, it really helps me unwind, or I'm into mystery novels lately. What do you usually do on weekends? Hiking mostly. Or hanging out with family. These conversations expand your vocabulary around activities and let your personality show through your English. Talking about the future, any holiday plans? Yeah. Visiting my grandparents or thinking about a short beach trip. Where are you headed for vacation? Booked your tickets yet? This kind of talk builds fluency around goals and possibilities. Talking about feelings, I'm feeling a bit worn out today, or I'm really happy with how my presentation went. If a friend says, I've been kind of stressed, you might respond, is there anything I can do? Emotional language adds real depth and warmth to your English. Gratitude and reflection, it's been a long day, but I'm proud of what I got done, or I'm grateful for the people in my life. Thanks for being there today. It really meant a lot. These small reflections build both language skill and a healthy mindset. Community spots, library, post office, pharmacy at the library. Hi, I'd like to check out this book. Sure, do you have your card? Here it is. This is due back in 2 weeks. Thanks. Have a nice day at the post office. Hi, I need to send this to Canada. Standard or express? Standard's fine. What's the cost? $12. Here you go. Should arrive in 7 to 10 business days. Thanks a lot. At the pharmacy. Hi, picking up a prescription. Name, please. You give it, they say. Found it? Any questions about the medication? How often should I take it? 1 tablet every 8 hours with food. Got it, thanks. With neighbors. Hey, how's it going? Pretty good. Just got home from work. How was your day? Busy, but glad it's over. Same here. Have a good evening. Small, friendly exchanges like this build a real sense of community. Asking for a favor. Hey, sorry to bother you. Could I borrow your screwdriver for a bit? Sure, no problem. Let me grab it. Thanks so much. I'll bring it right back. Later, thanks again. That really helped. Anytime. Polite requests and gratitude go a long way in everyday English. At the gym. Hi, I'd like to sign up for a membership. We've got monthly and yearly plans, which sounds better. I'll start monthly. Interested in group classes too? Yeah. I'd like to try yoga. A trainer might ask, first time working out? Yep, just starting. Let's ease in with some light exercises. Sounds good. Thanks for the help. Useful for describing your level and following instructions. Traveling with a friend. I'm getting hungry. Want to grab food? Yeah, let's find somewhere. This place looks good. Let's check it out. At the restaurant. Table for 2? Yes. Please. Looking at the menu. I'll get the grilled chicken salad. I'm going for the cheeseburger. Let's split some fries too. When the check comes. Dessert? No thanks. Just the bill. Card okay? Sure thing. These interactions round out your ability to navigate dining smoothly. Goals and routines. What are your goals this year? I want to improve my English and read more. Nice, I'm hoping to exercise more and eat healthier. I usually wake up at 6, stretch. Then have breakfast. Sounds productive. How do you stay focused while studying? I keep my phone away and study in short bursts. Sharing routines and study habits is a great way to use English. Meaningfully. Digital communication, chatting online. Hey, how's your day going? Pretty good, just finished work. You? Same, so tired. I feel you. Let's catch up this weekend. Quick. Informal texting builds comfort with contractions and casual replies. Email tends to be more formal. Dear Mr. Davis, hope you're doing well. Just confirming the meeting is still on for Thursday at 2. Yes, confirmed. Let me know if you have questions. Thanks for confirming. I'll have the presentation ready. Writing emails regularly sharpens tone and clarity. In an online meeting. Morning everyone, can you hear me okay? Yes, coming through clearly. Great, let's get started. Mid-meeting. I'd like to add to what Maria said, or could you repeat that last point? Wrapping up. Thanks everyone, let's follow up next week. This builds professional communication skills for remote work. Winding down together. Anything interesting happened today? Not really, pretty normal day. You? A few meetings, nothing too stressful. Nice to relax now. Yeah. I really needed this. Talking through the day in the past tense builds natural storytelling habits. Making plans for tomorrow. Grocery shopping in the morning. Works for me. What do we need? Milk, eggs, veggies, some fruit. Let's make a list so we don't forget. Simple. Purposeful exchanges like this build real fluency. Chores around the house. Can you help fold the laundry? Sure, give me 5 minutes. Thanks, I'll start on the shirts. Let's vacuum the living room next. Good call. I'll grab the vacuum. Even basic chores are a great chance to practice everyday verbs. Planning a trip. Thinking about heading to the mountains Saturday. Fun. How long's the drive? About 3 hours. We could leave early. Should we pack snacks and water? Yeah. And maybe extra layers in case it's cold. This builds future tense planning language. Describing the trip afterward. The view from the top was incredible. I bet. Did you get photos? Yeah, some great sunset shots. Was it crowded? A little. But still peaceful. Storytelling like this strengthens descriptive, past tense English. Emotional support. I've been feeling really down lately. I'm sorry to hear that. Want to talk about it? I just feel stuck and unmotivated. That's completely understandable. We all go through it. I'm here for you. Empathetic language like this is powerful practice. Offering advice. I don't know what to do next. Maybe take a break and do something you enjoy. It might help clear your head. Thanks. That's actually a good idea. Giving gentle advice builds conditional phrasing and a supportive tone. Celebrations and traditions. My sister's birthday is tomorrow. I want to get her something nice. Maybe a book. She loves reading. Great idea. I'll swing by the bookstore. We usually visit my grandparents for New Year's. That sounds lovely. Any family traditions? We cook together and play games. These conversations bring warmth and cultural color into your English. At the end of the day, good night, sleep well. Good night, sweet dreams. Simple but meaningful phrases like these build emotional connection and make your English feel genuinely alive. Every one of these moments, online, at home, planning ahead, or comforting a friend, keeps English feeling like a living language rather than something memorized for a test. Every sentence you speak brings you a step closer to real fluency, and even the shortest exchange shapes you into a more natural, confident speaker. As we head into the final stretch, let's reinforce just how powerful daily conversation really is for building fluency. Every small interaction at home, at work, online, or out in public shapes how you speak, listen, and understand. What makes this work isn't fancy vocabulary or complex grammar, it's how naturally these exchanges flow from one moment to the next. Real progress starts the moment you stop translating from your native language and just respond directly in English. It doesn't take complicated words, just consistency, patience, and everyday practice. Let's run through a few final examples that tie everything together. Planning a weekend. Want to do something fun this weekend? Sure, what you have in mind, maybe the beach or that new cafe downtown. I've been wanting to try that place. Perfect. Let's meet at 2 on Saturday. Sounds like a plan. This practices suggestions, opinions, and confirming plans. Giving directions. Excuse me, how do I get to the train station? Straight for 2 blocks, then left at the light. It'll be on your right. Thanks a lot, no problem. Have a good one. Clear directions and polite replies are useful skills, especially in cities or when helping visitors. With a delivery person, high package for you. Thanks, do I need to sign? Right here, please. Thanks, have a good day. You too. Quick exchanges like this are everywhere in daily life. At a bookstore, hi, do you have books on learning English? Second aisle on the left. Any recommendations? This one's popular with beginners. Great. I'll take it. This builds vocabulary for asking for help and understanding suggestions. With a child or student, finished your homework yet? Not yet, working on it now. Need help with anything? Yeah. Stuck on this math problem? Let's figure it out together. These build supportive, everyday phrasing. Sharing good news. Guess what? I got a new job. No way, congratulations. Thanks. I start Monday. What will you be doing? Customer support. Sharing exciting news builds enthusiasm and emotional expression. Sharing opinions. I wasn't a fan of the ending, felt rushed. Really. I thought it was perfect. Maybe, but I wish they'd explained more. Respectfully agreeing or disagreeing makes conversation feel more dynamic and real. Making a polite complaint. Excuse me, my food's a bit cold, could you warm it up? So sorry about that, I'll take care of it right away. Thanks, later, much better. Thanks again. Staying calm and polite even when something's wrong is a valuable communication skill. Talking with a fellow English learner. How long have you been studying English? About a year. You? 2 years, still working on fluency. Same, I practice daily with videos and reading. Nice. I do shadowing too. These conversations are motivating and remind you that consistent practice really pays off. Practicing solo, you can even build confidence talking to yourself. Standing in front of a mirror. Today I'm going to work on my pronunciation, or let me describe what's in this kitchen. Narrating your actions. Now I'm washing the dishes, or I'm making breakfast. Eggs and toast feels small, but over time it builds real, natural English habits. Reflecting on progress. I learned so much today, my English is really improving, or I made a mistake earlier. But I caught it, that's progress. Encouraging yourself in English builds both skill and motivation, especially on days when improvement feels slow. Every conversation is practice, and every day is a step forward. Consistency is what turns you into a fluent speaker, no matter your current level. Before we wrap up, let's do one last quick run-through. You wake up, morning, time to get going. In the kitchen, I'll make some coffee first. Getting dressed, I think I'll wear the blue shirt today, heading out. Let me grab my keys and wallet. Sentences like these, spoken aloud or even just in your head, train your brain to think directly in English. That's really the best kind of daily practice, talking to yourself in English as you move through your day. No books, no pressure, just using the language whenever you can. Thanks so much for spending this time with me today. I hope these everyday conversations helped you feel more confident using English in your daily life. Remember, the more you practice, the more natural it becomes. If this episode helped you, subscribe to Motion English Podcast and turn on notifications so you never miss a new lesson. We publish daily to help you improve faster. And let me know in the comments how you practice English day to day or what conversation topics you'd like to see next. Keep practicing, keep speaking, and I'll see you in the next episode.